Have you noticed what one of the great things about studying Python is? It's that not all the topics are at the same level of difficulty. Yeah, I mean, some of this stuff is pretty simple and straightforward compared to other more complex topics, and that makes studying it kind of nice. It's not like it's all hard. So let's take a look at lists inside of tuples, like we said we could do. This is going to work just as you would think it would. And don't forget, you could always put tuples inside of lists, which will be intuitive after we walk through this. So, okay, let's go ahead and create a tuple right now, the classic my tuple, and it is going to consist of, how about the integer 10? You knew I was going to do it. And then how about a list inside of this tuple? And the list will be 20, 30, 40, and then we need to close the brackets for that list. Then we have a comma, then we have 50 and 60, and then we'll end this thing. I'll get rid of that extra space just because I'm particular like that. I want it to look as consistent as possible. Anyways, yeah, there you have it. Notice how the index of 1 is going to apply to this list. Now, sure enough, this is going to work just like you think it would. And what I mean by that is we can't modify this value. We can't modify this value. We can't modify this value, but lists can be modified. Yeah, a list is mutable. So we can manipulate a value inside of the list. So I could always say my underscore tuple, and then I could give the appropriate index. It would be index of 1, and then the sub-index, if you will. Let's manipulate the value of 30 and make it 25. So that would be a index of 1 inside that list itself. And so we're going to say inside the my tuple, we've got this list, and we're going to manipulate a value inside there. And as I said, we can set it equal to 25. All right, so notice it accepted this command. This is telling me, oh my gosh, yeah, we can go in and modify. I mean, we didn't get an error message. Watch this. If I went in and we set this to 0, and we set get rid of this, so we just try and go in and change the value in our tuple of 10, yeah, we are not going to be permitted to do that. Okay, but my gosh, did this work? We never even verified it. So let's print my tuple. And I think we're going to see that it did indeed work. Look at that. So inside the list, inside the tuple, we were able to make a modification. But as we proved when trying to modify this value in the tuple, that is just not going to work. Remember, the fancy language for this, can we change things or can't we change things? Remember the fancy language. So this list, its contents is what we call mutable. We can change it. These values in the tuple, they are immutable values. We cannot change them. Well, thanks so much for watching, everyone. And guess what? It's time for us to tackle another data structure in this section. It's time for dictionaries. And yes, a dictionary is just what it sounds like.